Make it like a money bag. Money bag. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's he said it's a them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He made sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? And I look on my snap, I take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, that shrink back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine, jumping on my. That's why they call it trampoline. Back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, what a move. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And they'll blow that one up back at the 6. 16-yard line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On play action, now Brady. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And his pass incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. It's not often that we put the word overthrow next to the name Tom Brady.
His accuracy is so good that when there are misses, they're usually not by much. So when we see one like that, look,
scratch your head a little bit.
Scratch your head. We're chuckling about the whole thing. Let's see how fired up he gets about it, though, because you know he likes to atone for his...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Hicks able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you did.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14.
81. Run. Black, come on. 82.
On second down, here's Wentz. And Wentz will not be able to get rid of it. He's taken down for a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Michel. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Brady throwing on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
To throw, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case,
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38. Into the red zone. Wentz. Flush to his right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Adrian Claymore in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. This one from 46 yards out. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they will jump out in front here with a very unusual scoreline of 3-2. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin with Michel on the ground. Oh, able to avoid him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he? Big, strong, physical guy. When he came out of school and when I looked at my draft board, I went back through my notes to see how I had him rated. The number 2 back on my board coming out of college.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Mike Bennett coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this 1st quarter. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Flushed out right. Ertz over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while. And at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77. So not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
He'll get it up the middle. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. To throw is Wentz. His pass caught with the 4. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Golden Tate, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Shifts by him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 36 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Brady now to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Gronk that time. Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. And they work this out past the 25. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Wentz now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. Wentz. Steps away to his left, and he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now Wentz. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Patriots take over. So the Patriots coming out now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit. Because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Edelman's first catch, and it's good for a 1st down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Brady. This is White on the screen. Fancy footwork in midfield. And now running right through it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the return will stop right around the 25. He was looking for Edelman there.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field, and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. Snap it all to...
Now the ball comes loose, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all come
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's got room to run past the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Goes underneath here to White, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw on third down, Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And, they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Here's Ajayi. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. This is Ajayi. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And a little floater there is incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
And that's the second sack of the game. But this player, disruptive in all phases. Whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here's Dorsett. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Brady and the Patriots now first and 10 at the 45. Throwing on first down is Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means that you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a second down. A give. This is Michel. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get out.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots move back within a couple of the lead. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the gun, it's Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe some...
And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 36 yards.
657. 82, 82. 74, 74.
They go play action here on first down. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. who's going to make the big play.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Completes it to Ajayi. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Porky, 82, Porky. Great.
Wentz now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. His defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. He's going to look deep down the field. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Brady now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Again, it's Michel. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love. On play action, now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
By 20! By 20!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. Shotgun now for Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they jump out in front here. It's 11-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Throwing on first is Wentz. Pass incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game.
Black. Great.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Goes underneath for Sproles. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get into football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. Buying time to his left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Wentz to throw again. A dump off to Sproles. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey. Wait, 20! 20! Right, again!
And they're going to try to eat some clock with Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
20!
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He's going to wind up and air it out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Lane 5-3, lane 5-3.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Great 15, great 15.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Adrian Claymore in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, so much for situational football, because that's the absolute last thing you want to do when you're protecting a lead in the 4th quarter. Not only do you lose yardage, but you find a way to go out of bounds and stop the clock.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Brady now on 3rd and goal. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 20. Lion. Great 15. Great 15.
He'll look to throw. This one complete to Sproles. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
He'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Brady going to look to throw. Fighting to stay upright. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Now Brady. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Adrian Claiborne in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's caught inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. Wentz to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Get like a money back. Money back. God, I do them. That's just what God said. I said, babe, he said it's a them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up.
Thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Beat them a buying, at least in no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it. The is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. I ain't holding around. Just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for a doubt. She don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger, watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. What we gon' laugh? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow, Joe, kill, mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6, Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snicker bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. Y'all in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing a check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing a check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They go play action here on first down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
No. Check. Patriot. Gone.
He'll drop to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Ryan Shazier not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In for the score. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Eat these 2.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Let's go.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Ready? Black 20. 4 down. Quarter.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
So the sack and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down again. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 83 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the ball is knocked out. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Set! Like 30!
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Hard throw, incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Here's Jordan Berry now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll buy some time right. To the right and complete to Galladay. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On the carry, here's Clement. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move as they face a 2nd down here. This is Clement. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Brown, his first catch. It's a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Being chased out left. That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 47 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They give it to him running left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And out now come the Eagles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Clement. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, He didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will
No,
he?
he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And this one is incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times, it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter.
Back to that Philly. Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A run, it's Clement. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up the crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays. When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And incomplete on the deep ball. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Eluding the pressure right. This one complete. Right side to McDonald. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want...
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. In for the score. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Snickers, you got to spin.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger will throw. Steps away to his left. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Baby. Everyone's got 4. Gangs. Double bump. These 2.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. And he's into the clear. 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big... And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Set! Blue 30! Hurry up, let's go!
They'll go again with Bell. Bell sheds him off. Oh, now he bowls him over. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. On the move to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. On the counter, here's Bell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And now here's another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
They'll run again with Clement. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And they'll go on the ground. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Now Brown. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority 1.
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fielded just inside the 30. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And on the ground they go with the running back. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Lucky 56.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Focus.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, they're in the 4th quarter. And that lead there for the Rams has extended. They just scored again. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on.
All right, here we go.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Philadelphia, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And now they'll head to the bye week